on the roof, and we're getting ready to install our brand guard dormer vent. And the first thing I did is I measured my vent. It is 24 inches by 12 inches, and I ordered that off the website. On the website is all the product information, the details, the sizes, everything you need to figure out which vent you want. This is a retrofit. This dormer vent is going to fit right over my existing dormer. I'm going to remove these fins, remove the screen, and this is going to replace it. It's got its own screen. It'll slide right over the edge there. These replace the water, wind, rain vents. And so this is a self-contained unit that's going to basically fit just like that. And they are very easy to install. It's just the greatest thing. What I brought up here is I've got my tin snips to cut the fins, a pair of pliers because I'm going to have to pry on them a little bit to get them out. I'm going to have to clean this up so that this slides right in that edge there. So I need all this edge out of there. It's going to slide over the whole thing. I've got my caulk. I'm going to caulk it in, and I'm going to screw it down in the back. Alrighty, so on this dormer here, I've painted it, I've prepped it, and what I did, I cheated a little bit, is I sprayed it brown in the vents and up underneath here. You can't get your paintbrush up under there, and I don't want you to be on the ground looking up and see silver up in there. So I sprayed up in there with this background dark color, and then I've brushed it with my final color. And this is the first coat. I'm going to paint the dormer when I'm all done, the whole dormer, and then I'll touch up my paint on this. So this one is prepped and painted, and it will install again. I'm going to pull the fins out, and then this is going to fit right in front like that. When I'm done with that, after I caulk it, the next day I'll come back up, and I'm going to go ahead and paint this whole dormer, and it'll all match this. And I'll retouch this, and it'll all be that color. You'll never know the vent was changed. It looks and fits really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to take these vents out here. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut these suckers. Cutters in there. Wrestle. There we go. Need that, baby. Cut this one up here. There. Get one there. To see how your vents are held in. I don't know if they're all the same as this, but I found that I cut this here, and it's on this rim right here. It's like there's a piece of tin that's mounted in there, and when I pull that tin down, the vents start to come with it. So I'm going to give that a cut. Cut it, put it over here. See that piece right there? That's what I want out of there. So I give that a cut in there. Get my snips in there. There we go. They're a bit of a wrestling match sometimes. I brought two pairs of snips. I brought this big pair, and I've got this little pair that's got a little leverage to them. There we go. Okay. Now this is held up by a rivet. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to pop that rivet off of there. I could cut that if I wanted to, but I want to pop it. So I'm going to give that, and I'm going to twist it and wind it up. There. That popped. Look at that. Here it comes. So now I'm down to a little trimming over here. I say sometimes it's a wrestling match. There we go. I'll cut this strip right here. You'll see a little better on the other side, but get my snip in there. There. Okay, that's one side. This other side over here. There we go. And there. Vents are out. The brand guard vent comes with a screen, so I'm going to pull this screen out. screen on mine is spot welded in 3 spots, right here, here, and here. So I have to break those 3 spots like that. I'll trim right here. See the little spot weld piece right there. Good yank there. There we go. And then the final piece is right in there. Oh, almost dropped it inside. And there we go. Nice clean surface. That's out. We're ready to go. Take my caulk. I'm going to put a big bead right here. I do not want any leaks to come around the corner. So put a big bead of caulk right there, like that. It'll squish around there. Then I just run a bead across the front. And another big bead on this side, right there. Big old glob like that. I'm going to put a bead along the top here. Yeah. I missed a spot right there. There we go. One thing about working on the roof is it just is not as neat as working on your kitchen cabinets and molding inside. 30 feet away, you can't see what kind of caulk job I'm doing here. It'll look really nice when I'm done. There we go. I've bet my tin down a little bit on the corners. I want them to sit nice and tight there. So I push it down when I go to screw them in. It'll slide under the tile there, like that. Sometimes you have to lift your tile up a little bit. There. And there it is. Prep paint, caulked in, ready to screw it on. Take my little number 8 screws. I'll give it a push with my hand in like that. There we go. Probably use about 3 on this side, 3 on the other. I'm putting them in about every 4 inches. One more over here. Okay, and come to the other side. Okay, I'll pull that in. Oh, let's try that again. Okay. I'll pull that in a little bit. Drills the hole, and in it goes. Just that easy. Put a couple more in here. About every 4 or 5 inches. Another one down right in here. And there. I need to caulk it on the back side, and this one's done. Let me get my caulk. Okay. I put a bead over in the corner. I don't want any. Here we go. Here it comes. Like I said, you don't. This is not your kitchen cabinet, so you don't have to be too neat about it. I want a nice seal along there. So I'm using my approved roofing caulk here. Yep. There we go. Get a good blob down in there. There. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of smooth that out a little bit with my finger. I want to make sure that's a nice sealed like that. There you go. Good seal. And this is a roofing caulk that is paintable. Tomorrow I'll come back up. I'll finish my second coat on the on the front of the dormer. I'll paint the back of the dormer. This is sun faded. This is the same color faded into that. So I'll paint the whole dormer. Take me about 5 minutes. The whole dormer will it'll blend with the roof, look absolutely beautiful. The other thing I want to warn you about is when you're walking on your cement roof. I did a little homework on the roof and read about how to walk on it. I wasn't real sure on these cements. I do not want to crack my tiles. So I did some investigations of what you should do on your particular type of roof, and I'm supposed to walk on the last 4 inches of my tile. So that's what I've been trying to do, is walk along the last 4 inches, not up here, along the edge of the tile. Other than that, there we go. I'm walking all over my roof, getting my dormers on, and I'll be done later today.